Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
The Voluntary Reaction. As soon as the UT game is over, tune in to Fan Run Radio's post-game free-for-all, featuring instant analysis from your favorite Fan Run radio hosts and your phone calls. All the joy, all the rage, all the passion. Win or lose, it's must-hear radio. The Voluntary Reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
And we welcome you into the Voluntary Reaction post-game extravaganza basketball edition as we begin the 2026 with a loss. Tennessee falls today at Arkansas, 86-75, the final. And proverbial root canal game to start the new year off, huh?
Root canal, I was thinking more of colonoscopy. There, what happened at the end, just a thorough rogering.
Yeah, that was not fun. That Acuff kid about cooked us, man. I mean, why can't we get the freshman that actually works out?
I don't know.
Why can't we have nice things? Russell Smith with you. I got Bear and Walker in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. We got Davey Hudson live from Nashville. Davey, whatever, you're gonna have to stop knocking that mic and playing Pac-Man or whatever you got going on back there, bud.
What are we talking about?
Walker.
Whoa.
There's a lot of noise, a lot of mic noise coming from the West End, Danny.
Really?
Davey. Yeah.
While we were live, interesting.
It just sounded like the game was a little high, but you sound good now.
Don't know what the issue was for that. You might be wondering why I'm wearing this shirt. It's because I've already checked out and I'm ready for Cancun. I'm officially out on this team after the first SEC game.
Dave.
It's not just this game. Listen, we shoot below. How many times have we shot below 50% from the free throw line this season? Name a team that goes into the March Madness and shoots below 50% from the free throw line and does well. We don't have the guard play. I can't tell you the last time I've been this frustrated watching a team that Rick Barnes coached. I mean, somebody talk me off the ledge. Give me some reason for optimism because clearly watching it with my own eyes is not giving it to me.
It's one game. You're playing a top 25 team on the road that are very talented. Our star freshman obviously is on the struggle bus big time, hasn't found his groove yet. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I know for sure he's going to find his groove because I don't. But damn it, that's pretty much our only hope right now because we didn't recruit enough shooting on this roster, and that shows up probably it shows up in a lot of ways, but the missed free throws is probably the most maddening aspect of that. Tennessee today, we did warm up to 52% from the line, 12 of 23. But yeah, this was ugly out there. And I think the ugliest part of it, guys, is we got beat at our own game today. We know we're not a shooting team. We know we don't have a lot of shooting.
Right.
We're built to dominate on the inside. Arkansas is one of the weakest rebounding teams in the SEC. We're one of the best rebounding teams in the country. And we went down there and got out-rebounded today, 36-33. They beat us up. They outscored us. Actually, we did outscore them in the paint, but not by as much as we probably should have. And this is a team right now that is lacking, I would say, in an identity. 86 points in regulation is not Tennessee basketball under Rick Barnes, and it's just rough. Read you a couple of the tweets I'm getting. You're not alone, Dave. You're not alone. Josh says, Carey didn't play the last 10 minutes. What the fuck is Barnes doing?
Whoa.
Jeremiah Denton says, I'm telling you, Nate is by far the biggest 5-star bust in the history of Tennessee basketball. He's not even a 2-star. Rocky Top says, we'll be lucky to make the tournament unless they fix the free throw issue. That's 7 to 10 losses alone there. Bums. Girth Brooks says, might be lucky to make the tournament if this keeps up. Girth also says, time for the Knoxville media to get on the replacement train. Barnes is cooked, and it's time for him to go home. Nick says we'll be lucky to get out of the first round in March. No true difference makers on this team. And, so that's kind of the mood on X right now. So you're not alone in your assessment, Davey. There's a lot of frustration. Look, man, we can't go out like this. It's one game. This can't be what our basketball season becomes, right?
No. I mean, at what point? I mean, I think I heard it first. It was on your halftime chat. Amari Evans has got to start getting more minutes. I don't know who you figure out who loses minutes, but I mean, he 23 minutes, 16 points. We got nothing out of Berg. He was just a complete negative. He had 2 turnovers and 2 fouls in 3 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, we're in such a messed up spot for college athletics right now. If this were the olden days, you'd have Nate Ament, and okay, so he's a bit of a project. You bring him off the bench. Give him a role to play this year, 20 minutes a game or so, as he adds weight and adjusts to the college game. And then maybe he blossoms into a starter next year. We still see the potential. You see the potential. That dude's going to be a pro. But the maddening thing is, we paid him over $3 million to come here. People are now saying it's $4 million. Here's my prediction. With every mounting loss this season, Nate Ament, the amount of money we paid him will go up by $100,000.
You're probably right.
So we have to play him because we've invested so much in him. Like, you're not going to sit that guy on the bench.
To what point do we have to play him?
Well, you have to. He's taking up like half your damn payroll. You have to play him, man.
You have to win games.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Like, he's not coming out. He's not.
Yeah,
he's going to play
30 minutes a night.
And then
Barnes is going down with the ship on that one.
The second frustrating part about, like, again, you see the talent there. He is going to blossom eventually in his own time. It's probably going to take a couple of years. We're just not going to get to see the fruits of that.
Yeah, I know.
So it's a tremendous waste of money. But
I heard you say it earlier. To be honest with you, it worked its way under my skin because I kept thinking about that, and it's frustrating as hell, man.
It is frustrating as hell. 865-966-3435. Your phone number, call or text the Voluntary Reaction post-game show, 865-966-3435. Walker, thanks for hanging out, buddy. Any thoughts before we get to these calls?
I think this is the day that I realized that you can't go all the way with just big men. I know you've been saying it for a while, and it was kind of crazy that in the beginning of the half, it looked like we were playing really well inside. And then you get to the second half and they kind of just walled up better. Like they played more physical, started pressing us, started being really physical with the bigs inside, and our guards couldn't respond. And it's like you've been saying, it's that 2 spot, and Jacoby can't do it out there by himself. We need someone to be able to at least drive to the rim and create space or create some sort of collapse inside to dish out or dish to one of these big guys. The offense just wasn't working in that second half.
All right, let's get things kicked off, or tipped off as the case may be. Anthony is up first today and this year on the Voluntary Reaction post-game show. What's up, Anthony?
Hey, guys. Russell, Davey, Bear, Walker. I agree with Davey. I think this is about to be a long season.
Could be.
We have one guard that can function offensively. That's Gillespie, and that makes it real hard for him to get any good looks. He's the only reliable ball handler we have, which leads to tons of turnovers every game. We don't have three-point shooters. Hell, we don't even have free throw shooters. This was a very poorly constructed roster. I don't know how much we paid Ament. I thought I heard $4 million, but whatever the number is, we could have gotten Rodney Rice for the same amount. And Rodney Rice is, he's averaging over 20 points a game at USC. I just don't understand with how much success Barnes has had in the transfer portal, why he turned back to this. It seems like such a gamble to spend all this money on a guy who turns out he's going to need a year of development, and we only get him for a year. I just don't understand how we constructed this roster.
Anthony, I will push back on that. Like, I mean, going into it, this wasn't like a gamble. This guy was a surefire. There's a chance he's the #1 pick in the NBA draft next year. You look at what he's got from a potential standpoint, it's great. But I don't know what it is. For some reason, like these guys that Rick Barnes that he brings in here as 5 stars, like they just don't function very well, and they really struggle out of the gate. Like, I mean, I'll take another team for an example. Listen, I know people get tired of me talking about, I've never seen that really happen with any 5-star that Duke brings in. Like Shire, Mike Krzyzewski, they get those guys to just play lights out right out of the gate.
And the 2 kids in Arkansas had today, Thomas and Acuff.
Well, he's at least struggled some though with some of those guys he's had at Kentucky over the last couple of years. But for Rick Barnes, for whatever reason, man, like I thought it was a good sell of like, hey, come in here, we'll treat you how Kevin Durant was when he was a freshman at Texas. I was the guy that coached him. Sure. But it's just
not working out as much as those other coaches have, though, and maybe that's got something to do with it.
I'm not gonna bang on Barnes too much for signing Ament because, as Davey said, any other elite program would have gladly taken him at the price that we paid for him. I will agree with you, though, Anthony, as far as the roster construction, like you can't go into modern basketball at any level without a 2-guard or at least 1 wing who can really shoot it. I don't know. We thought that Ament was going to be a threat from 3-point range, but he's just not. It's, I like Boswell and what he brings. He's one of our better players, but that's kind of an indictment on the roster construction because he's not an SEC 2-guard. Like maybe he's a point guard, like we recruited him, and more of a distributor. And he can obviously guard, like we had him guarding Acuff, which I guess didn't go well. But
whatever happened there.
Yeah, we're a shooter short.
I don't know. I've been watching Tennessee basketball for years, and to say that bringing in a 5-star freshman is not a gamble, I mean that just doesn't seem right to me. We're playing 2 bigs on the floor at all times, and we don't have anybody that can shoot. The paint is so clogged up, which also leads to tons of block shots. And you're right. Whoever said it earlier, we've got to keep playing Ament. He's the only chance that we have at reaching any kind of ceiling. But to me, does it not feel like to you guys that he's regressing rather than getting better?
No, I don't. I'm not as shook about his performance so far as other people are, but
what gives you positive? Like, what do you watch him do that gives you hope, Bear?
I don't know if it's any one thing other than the fact that he's just I can't remember the phrase Russ used to describe his body language is bad, but I mean that's stuff that you can get that turned around in a season.
Well, he can't handle the ball. He can't handle the ball. He's a turnover machine. He can't shoot from the field. He's not shooting free throws right now. He couldn't even pass the ball inbounds at the end of the game.
No, he's soft as shit.
Then put him on the damn bench.
He's so soft he could be playing safety for Uncle Fluffy.
Whoa!
You can't put him on the bench though. He's the only chance this team has at a ceiling.
So you're saying we have no chance then, Anthony? I mean, what do you? I mean,
without Ament, without Ament doing something, without him turning a corner, we have no chance at a quality season. That is what I'm saying. If we're looking for a bright spot, I mean, Jesus Evans was a bright spot. I don't even know if Barnes. I mean, I don't think Barnes would disagree. Barnes didn't even call a timeout this game until 2 minutes left in the game. I mean, he don't even have any answers on the bench.
I thought it was a really lackluster performance from Barnes today. And listen, like Russ said, like this is a good team, but the thing that I noticed is it's only going to get harder from here whenever you look at the physicality in the SEC. And Russ just said it, like Ament's soft as shit, and it's going to get more difficult. You're not going to have the schedule lighten up whenever it comes to that. And is that something he's going to be able to grow up with? Like my thing is why I'm so frustrated, and I'll give a comparison to football season. I thought like we were going to be so good after that Georgia loss. Like, it's like, oh man, we were just like one play away. We should have beaten that team. And then everything just started to fall off the tracks. We beat Houston early in the season, and I was like, this team has what they need to finally make that Final Four run. And it was fool's gold. That's like, if you play like that every game, yeah, you're going to be great. But that's been the outlier.
Last thing, you bring up football, you know, with how poorly constructed our roster is and how sloppy we play, it feels like Barnes has been attending a Heupel coaching clinic or something. See you guys.
Ouch. So like it was a little out of line.
Voluntary reaction off to a rip-roaring start. Ament today, 13 points on 4 of 9 shooting from the field, 0 of 1. He missed his only three-point range. I believe it was an air ball. He did get to the stripe 11 times, but he goes 5 of 11. And that's where I think I talk about the body language.
Yeah.
Like early in the year, he was getting to the free throw line. Like I remember in the game against Houston, like he couldn't get his shot off. He wasn't making field goals, but he was getting to the free throw line and he was connecting there at a 70% clip or whatever's reasonable. And then today, like, you know, the crowd was booing him. I guess they recruited him, and you know, that seemed to get in his head a little bit. And, you know, to me, that's just like good players, alphas, like they don't worry about the crowd booing them or anything. I felt like that was the first time he encountered it. And, you know, I saw a lot of just physical and mental weakness out of him, which is disappointing.
Alphas live for it.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. 865-966-3435 as Anthony drops off. That creates a line available for you. 865-966-3435.
Wow, Georgia. So Georgia held on to beat Auburn. I didn't realize that.
Oh,
they're legit.
Hell of a game. Auburn made a last second a buzzer beater to send it to overtime, and then overtime was exciting. Georgia was able to pull it out.
Ed says, got a bunch of MFers that never got laid because they couldn't win their girl a teddy bear at the fair. That's good. It's a good line.
I can't believe it's gotten this ugly.
It's one game. I'll tell you what, though. I'll tell you what, boys, because a week from today, we play at Florida, the defending national champions. Tuesday night, 9 p.m. tip against Texas. That's a must-win game. I hate to be throwing that out already, but, I mean, let's be honest. Like, nobody in here, nobody listening to this expects to win at Florida next week. You can't start 0-3.
What's the next week after that?
You would play A&M at home on a Tuesday and then Kentucky at home.
Boy, they look like
and then you got Alabama. Rick Barnes, I was listening to Mike Keith on the way in today. Rick Barnes told him that he feels like Tennessee has the toughest January schedule in all of college basketball, and I'm inclined to agree with him.
I mean, Alabama absolutely pounded Kentucky's eyes shut.
I mean, really, you're in tread water. I mean, look, we're in tread water mode right now, the month of January. Just try not to fall too far below 500. Stay in the bracketology and hope that when the schedule does lighten up a little bit in February, and it will,
We make some hay there.
yeah, that you can claw your way to over 500. This team is going to make the NCAA tournament. It's just can you peak at the right time? We've got a lot of depth. I don't know if it's quality depth, but we're playing a lot of depth. We're playing a lot of players. There's a lot of guys that can play better than they're playing right now. And by the way, that includes Gillespie, who we haven't mentioned. He's 5 of 15. Like, he's a better player than that.
Yeah.
So we got to get him going a little bit more.
Played real sloppy today.
Oh, man, it's just like everything was pulling teeth, man. Just trying to get the ball across half court. So many
5-second call.
So many deflections. So many bobbled passes along the sideline. Just
missing bunnies.
Oh, the missed layups, the missed free throws.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
It's just sloppy. And on the Barnes thing, it still feels like he doesn't know what our best lineups are in certain situations. That's what it feels like watching it, is that we don't know what our go-to lineup is going to be yet, which we thought we would have figured out by now. And we're all still sitting here on the couch. Granted, we don't know anything, obviously, but the amount of different lineups that he's playing still makes it feel like he's experimenting with who his best five are at a certain point.
I agree.
It's not just a Mint that had it. I mean, at least he got his 13 points. I keep going back. Berg's just taking up a spot on the bench. There's no point in putting that kid in the game.
Well, he came in, you got to, unless you want to just play Gillespie all 40 minutes.
That takes us right back to this roster construction. I don't know. You're getting nothing out of him. You got 3 minutes. 2 turnovers, 2 fouls. That's just mind-boggling to me.
Let's get some random guy in here next. Rando, you're on Voluntary Reaction. Go ahead, Rando.
So I'm not going to overreact. I'm not. It's too early in the season, and I remember halftime of a game about a month ago where I thought, maybe we were going to be the number 1 team in the country.
There you go. Yeah. We weren't as good as we thought we were then. We're not as bad as we think we are right now.
That's accurate. And I think a lot of the overreaction has to do with what happened in Nashville less than a week ago. I just think the fan base is generally angry right now. Amari looked really, really, really surprisingly good today. I'm gonna take that as a positive. That's a guy that definitely needs to get some more minutes. I think Bear just said it about Eton Borg or however you say his name, for like a 33-year-old that played 16 years of professional ball overseas. I expect more out of that guy. He's not giving me anything. I'm hoping he's like the opposite of Vescovy, where Vescovy came in like a guy possessed, like he was on fire. And, he kind of got worse as time went on. I'm hoping maybe Berg will do the opposite of that. And guys, not for long, but you've got to bench Nademan. You've got to send a message to that guy. I mean, if he's not, you said it, Russ, he's soft as shit. He's not going to play his way out of this with minutes. The more he plays, the worse he gets. And I think he's been a big fish in a small pond his whole playing career. He is not used to dealing with the physicality. I think he's come from a world where, from a pure talent standpoint, he's been better than damn near anybody he's stepped on the court with. And that's just simply not the case anymore. He's playing against guys that have been in the SEC for 2 and 3 years, and they are as well as the out of conference schedule that we played. They're eating him alive right now, and it's in his head. I think he needs a reset. What do you think?
I don't necessarily disagree with you, Rando, but here's the thing: he knew it was going to be a big step up. He knew that the competition. That's why he came here. He knew it was going to be difficult, and that was going to prepare him going forward. Maybe it's more difficult than even he anticipated right now. But the one part I'll disagree with you is, like, I think you have to let him play through it. I mean,
You ruin him.
If you bench him now, you're shattering his confidence through the rest of the year. And that
might, but if you play him and he sucks and we lose 5 in a row, what do you do to him?
well, you can bring the minutes down. Maybe he's not a 30-minute a night guy. Like
I mean, bring him down to 25.
I'd start feeding some of those minutes to Amari Evans.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then I would be feeding them all racks of basketballs from the free throw line. That's
100%.
one thing that you can work on, even in season. They need to be shooting free throws. That's atrocious.
I have not seen a Tennessee team this bad at the free throw line in a hot minute, and it's really disheartening because I mean that's something you should be shooting hundreds of those a week. You should have that dialed in. The fact that we are so bad at the free throw line, and I mean, hell, I'm not going to say anything about the officiating. I'm not going down that road. We did enough to beat ourselves today without worrying about anything with the officiating. But I mean, hell, I think we shot less free throws than Arkansas made. But a lot of that was how many front ends of 1-and-1s did we miss?
It wasn't by very many. I was kind of surprised at that. And the refs were terrible today, but they were terrible on both ends. I mean, there was just a completely blown call that benefited us.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not gonna be like some of the people on X. I'm not gonna say it's time to move on from a coaching standpoint or that the season's toast or any of that. But I just really hope Barnes can get their attention because I think Russ, you're right. The Texas game is now a must win because if you lose the Texas game and then you lose the Florida game and then you lose 2 out of the next 3 beyond that, now you're 1-5 in conference play, and it could spiral in a hurry because it's this conference is not going to be easy. It never is, but it's really not going to be easy. And this is not a good year for a team to not have an identity at this point in the season. So with that said, I'm not going to belabor the point. Some positives. I think we got to feed Evans more, and you got to either bench Nate or you've got to seriously cut his minutes back. You've got to do something to get through that kid and get him to start playing to his potential because he is not there at all. So with that, guys, on to the next. We'll talk to you later this week about the Texas game. We'll see you.
Thank you, Rando. Appreciate it. These texts are
they getting heated.
Yeah,
texts are getting heated.
Read them.
The live chat's heated too. A lot of Barnes stuff.
Oh,
in the
it's
chat.
been a while since the Barnes Bashers.
The Barnes Bashers are back in style.
Texter says, I'm going to need Barnes to explain why JP only plays 5 minutes in the second half and Carey only plays 6. Barnes' refusal to understand a Akpara is bad. I guess he meant that Akpara is bad, is mystifying.
I don't think he's bad. I just think
he's very good. He is a defender, rim protector. And those guys are great. Like if you put him on last year's team, which he was obviously, or on the team before that, like it's great when you have a rim protector that eats up space, rebounds, blocks shots, and discourages shots at the rim. Like you got to have that, but the other guys have to be able to shoot. And right now, like our starting lineup is like 4 of the guys can't play offense. I mean, Gillespie's the only one who can shoot.
Yeah, you got to have.
Jimmy Dykes said Bishop Boswell was the best 3-point shooter in the first half.
Well, he was 1 of 1. Like that was the only field goal he attempted until the last 5 minutes of the game.
But I'm saying he was saying that for like on the season. He's like, it doesn't take that many, but he's Tennessee's best 3-point shooter. If that's the case, you don't have a 3-point shooter.
Put him out there, let him shoot.
Is Estrella on a pitch count right now? I mean, that's got to be the deal, right? Because like Estrella and Evans are a combined 10 of 10 from the field.
Yeah, and Estrella, unlike Akpara, can get out on the perimeter. How many 3? Did he just make the 1 3 today?
Yeah. And then he had another one that he passed up. We ended up getting a layup off of it, but I'm like,
dude,
shoot
that thing.
Yeah, let it fly, man. Like we're not going to get a better shot than JP Estrella wide open at the top of the key.
Yeah, I mean, just go ahead and take it. I mean, the other teams, who did we play that had a I can't remember if it was Houston or one of the teams that maybe it was Illinois that had a big man that could shoot about his size that could get out there and shoot the three.
We're not going to get a better look than that. Estrella just straight away wide open. I don't care if it is early in the clock, man. I mean,
stroke it, big man.
Abram launches one like super early in the clock while the game is out of control, and he made it. Like, it's fine. These stats I'm looking at are not correct because it says Abram was 0 of 3 from 3-point range. I don't know who is doing the official stats, but this is a mess.
Are you on stat broadcast?
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, let me look at him. Whose stats are you looking at?
Amari Abram, like he hit that crazy 3 in the corner, right? In the first half?
I didn't see that 3. Hold on, let me.
Am I imagining that, Davey?
He said he has 2 points, 1 for 4.
No, Abram did hit 1.
Yeah.
They must have. Did they recall to 2? Maybe his foot was on the line.
Yeah, maybe.
There was
So
one. I
got
thought his foot was on the line, and I was surprised because one ref said 2 and the other said 3, and I kind of just got pissed off and forgot about it.
We're getting lost in the weeds here. We're not getting anything out of our starting 5 offensively.
Texter says we can all feel okay about the loss since Rick Barnes yells at the refs, unlike Josh Heupel. As we could see, the argument of needing to yell at refs to win holds tons of credibility with the result today. I would argue that the bowl game was a close game that was decided on the last play of the game, and this officiating did not have any impact on this game. But nevertheless,
it was shalls, and it
was fine.
I didn't think it was any
notice.
worse than any other.
No, it was fine.
The only thing the officiating did was give us more opportunities to miss free throws. That's all it did.
We got a 2-1-2. That's New York City, right?
Yes.
Says, what's the succession plan after Rick Barnes? I'm talking after this season. It's obvious he is finished. All caps.
Jesus Christ.
It's a little aggressive.
2-1-2. Somebody from New York City is super big mad.
Rick Barnes is 73 or whatever. Like
72.
He's going to retire whenever he retires. That's fine. I want to see Barnes stick it out and learn from, like, if this season does go belly up and it's a stinker, like, learn from that, man. College sports right now is all about old teams that have older players.
Like we used to be.
And value money, but value for what you spend. Look at who your stars have been. A guy from North Florida and a guy from Northern Colorado. Go find those guys who have played 3 or 4 years of college basketball and been really productive and bring them into your program. And you're right, Davey. Like, I don't know why we have such a low shooting percentage on the 5 stars, because you're right. Like, other schools, it works, but it clearly doesn't work for us. What works is experienced veteran shooters. And they're out there, man. Go get them.
I mean, kids that have just shot thousands and thousands of shots in college.
What's weird with this situation, too, is how Barnes has treated Nate compared to a lot of the other guys that we've had come in here as freshmen, where he's been like just trying to build his confidence up from the beginning. He's never been too hard on him, at least in the things he says in the media, which is very different. And it's one of those things to where, I mean, does he look at the kid and he's just like, he doesn't have that sense of confidence that you need? But it's like, you need those junkyard dogs that are willing to go in there and be physical. And that's just not him.
I think Barnes knows that he went to Jim Haslam, big Jim Haslam, not Jimmy, and said, hey, look, I've got this kid, Ament. He's Kevin Durant all over again. We need the money. And Haslam stroked the check to get him here. It is what it is. And like, if you did that, if you were in Barnes's shoes and that's your friend and your benefactor, I don't know. It would be insulting just to say, well, sorry, that whole Kevin Durant thing, I missed on that one. Yeah. So he's just going to ride the bench. Sorry about the $3 million.
I don't know, man.
I mean,
He
that
could
has
still-
to be it.
Yeah, I think that's somewhat that. And I think he's, like you said, you got to feed him minutes because a lot of his stuff is stuff that could just as easily, the lights could come on.
When Jimmy Dykes said, if I'm Rick Barnes, I'll live with all the 15-foot pull-ups that Nate Ament wants to take. I'm like, no, you won't. You will die. Like if that is our offensive game plan is just 15-foot pull-up by Nate Ament, we will literally be the worst offensive team in college basketball. That can't be the plan.
Yeah. You guys want to know a damning stat from today?
Sure. Walker, hit us.
We didn't have a single player who played for us today have a positive plus minus. Who do you think had the lowest plus minus?
It's got to be
Ament.
Eton.
Nope.
Really?
Nope. Not close.
Brown.
Nope.
Carey.
Nope.
How does this work?
He
then?
wasn't in long enough.
Nope. Is Felix Okpara at minus 13.
Yeah, but I mean, Felix scored points, didn't he?
He
Well,
was
doesn't
only one.
matter. It's just simply when you're on the court, what would be the final score if we only counted when you played? And when he played, we were negative 13.
Yep.
I've never liked that stat.
I don't really understand it, but it seems kind of stupid because, I mean, Berg obviously had the worst performance out of anybody.
Or you're not taking into account who you're playing, who the other 4 players are on your team, or who the 5 guys are on the other side. But
you're right. I mean, you can pick and choose stats all over the place, but it is one that, like, when you have a full team of no one that that was in the plus of a plus minus, like that's damning. Like
he's hurt
It looks
too.
like no one's. It looked like no one's playing well. Okpara, yeah, it looks like he
was on the
little
injury
slow.
list
Yeah.
this week. So
Then why not play Carey and Estrella more in the second half? I mean, that's almost a more damning indictment than. I mean, why not play your other two? Cut some of the big man's minutes. Let him, So
Carey only played 16 minutes.
We were also struggling in the rebounding department.
Yeah.
let's get Vol Night Long in here next. VKL, you're on Voluntary Reaction. Go ahead.
Boys, I hate to say this, and I don't want to bash Rick because I love him. He's like that old grandpa sitting out on the porch watching everybody doing their thing, and you love him. But unfortunately, a lot of the issues you're seeing this year comes down to lack of focus. I'll prove it to you. What does it take to make a free throw? Focus. These boys have been doing this since they, 6, 8 years old? Why do turnovers happen? Lack of focus. So where's the focus supposed to come from? I say your head coach. Something has changed in Rick's teams in the past. You'd have never seen such easy baskets. Arkansas was making baskets that were uncontested. Now, I'll give the threes. We've always had an issue guarding the threes. But some of the breakaway points, some of the alley-oops, some of the just bunnies Arkansas had when nobody there, that's lack of focus. And that's a huge concern. The other thing, I love the fact that he goes after, officials. I think that would have really helped Josh. Maybe, maybe not. But at the end of the day, I know for a fact you can't turn those timeouts in at the end of the game or at the end of the half for points. I'm sure he's tried, but you can. And when Arkansas goes on these runs, that meme that I posted on the Twitter.com with him asleep on the sideline, unfortunately, I kind of feel like that's playing out right in front of our eyes. What do y'all think?
Maybe not go that hard, but
I'll push back on the free throws being a focus part, just simply because you look at the guys, like they're not good shooters in general. So it's like, and I mean, like I know a lot of guys in the NBA that can't shoot free throws, and I don't think it's because of a lack of focus. We just don't have good shooters, and that goes back to roster construction, which if you want to throw that on the coach, by all means, have at it.
Agreed.
Fair
Anything?
enough, but I mean, they're called free for a reason, right? I mean, you literally, you're standing at the line, nobody's attacking you. I've always been coached that it comes back to focus. Are you bought in? Are you really paying attention? Do you know what your job is? Are you focused on making the shots or not? And if you don't believe me, watch some of these guys when they miss them. Look at Ament. I mean, he looks like he could absolutely, could care less that the fact's not going in. And we're sitting over here counting these losses. And it's going to get worse.
I disagree there.
Going forward.
I think the kid's pressing. I think that it means a lot to him, and he takes it very seriously. And when it's not going well for you, and you're on the road, and everybody's booing you, like that can get in your head a little bit. And That's kind of where I think he is, man. I'll sit here and tell you that he's just not very good, that he's not physical enough. You can call it soft. I did earlier, but I'm not going to say that like he's not dialed in.
And see, I don't even know if I agree with the soft part. I mean, the kid's 6'10", 150 pounds, something like that. I mean, you probably farted bigger than that at some points. I mean, what did we expect coming into the SEC? I know. Obviously, 150 pounds is an exaggeration, but he's tiny. He's super skinny.
I mean, again, like he's not any smaller than Durant was, I don't think.
No, they're around the same size.
He's just not as good. He's not as skilled. He's not as good a shot maker.
Not as good a ball handler as Durant was.
That's a fact.
You could tell he's thanks, Vol Night Long. Appreciate the phone call. He's so timid, like when he's got the ball outside and he's dribbling, and you can tell he wants to drive, but he doesn't really want to drive. There's just not a lot of conviction.
Well, I mean, he's gone from playing, I can't remember what level of high school ball he played, but that can have a lot to do with it, man. You go from, it's a big jump going from high school ball to
it is,
but what he's going up against, but the other guys are doing it and excelling.
But it's like this, we talked, the critics of Max Gilbert, and you say, well, he's not a real football player. He's out there with all the pressure on him, and he's just some kid, and he's trying his hardest and everything. But what's the first thing everybody's going to say?
He's getting paid.
Nate Ament's getting paid a lot more than Max Gilbert was.
Well, yeah.
So people are going to be critical. They don't want to hear, it's a big jump up from high school basketball.
All I'm saying, it's not like he just scored 2 or 3 points. And, I mean, Davey, how long's this downward trend been? What's his biggest game so far?
Had to be in November, right? I can't remember him doing anything in December.
Did he go for over 20 against Kansas?
I think so.
I
mean, what's your gut? You feel like he can get it turned around? End up having a good year?
I don't. The main reason is just because his biggest problem is the physicality. I don't think that's something you really, you grow into. You either go into that moment or you shy away from it. And I just haven't seen anything to make me think he's going to find a way to get around it. And it's just going to start to, it's game after game. It's just going to compound.
And we better hope his 3 starts falling then. Maybe he can do his damage on the outside.
Yeah, I don't, when you say, can it turn on? Can he figure it out? I don't think he's going to become Kevin Durant this year. I don't think he's that guy. But I do think he can develop into a role. Like, I think he can find a role that he can play effectively. Like, if he can find some confidence with his I don't think he's going to be a guy that drives to the basket. But if he can find some confidence with his shot, I think he's a guy that can make 2 or 3 threes per game. And that would open up a lot for him in terms of his ability to get to the hoop. I think we all had dreams of, this is going to be a guy that scores over 20 every night, a walking double-double.
He was going to be like the next in line after Dalton and Chaz.
And that's – I don't think that's going to happen. But can he be a guy that gives you 13 points and 6 rebounds a game? Yes. I know he had 13 today, but he did it on whatever, 4 of 11 shooting or whatever. I think he can do that more efficiently.
Yeah, I mean, that was going to be do you think he can do that without missing what he missed, 10 free throws?
Oh, it wasn't that many. It was 5 of 11 at the free throw line.
6.
What's weird about his free throws, though, I'm going back and I'm looking, to start the season, he was solid from the free throw line. He did have 20 points against Kansas. He had 20 against Rutgers. The thing against Kansas, he didn't shoot particularly well, but he was 8 of 8 from the line. And against Rutgers, I mean, he was only there 2 of 3, but I mean, the first month of the season, his lowest output was only 15 points. So he was getting buckets there.
If he makes 4 of those 6 he missed, gives him what would have given him 17 points, and we're all not bitching about him. Just get his free throws. You got to tighten that up. If they're going to send you to the line that many times, you got to make them.
Mestamaker went to Okie State, Dave.
He did. He followed Eric Morris.
I'm sorry.
Well, I didn't think we were going to get him. I didn't think we were going to pay up for him. So
What do you make
I
of-
think that's. I'm glad with that decision.
There is the rest of the local media, Adam Sparks and the VolQuest guys are now reporting what we told you first on the drive this week. Trey
usual.
Wallace was with us. It said that Aguilar's lawyers are hopeful that there's going to be a ruling, and obviously they would be hopeful that will be a positive ruling and that they'll be able to get an injunction that would allow Aguilar to play next year, that they're hopeful they could get that this week.
Oh,
They need it this week.
I thought you were talking about the other rumors.
Let's say,
about
can we
Tennessee and
wait?
a quarterback.
Tennessee football wait for that?
No.
I mean, the portal's only how long is the portal open? A weekend, like
You got to.
No, it's 3 weeks, isn't it?
3 weeks that it's open. I forget the new timeline of how long it's open now.
I thought it was like 10 days.
That's what I thought, that it's like a week and a half, maybe. I'll find that for us real quick. But that's a lot of time, depending on when in the week that decision comes. All the quarterbacks could already be sitting in their new musical chair.
I know a lot of people are high
in
on
the portal.
the Sorsby kid. Go ahead, Bear. What was your question?
Is Ty Simpson going in the portal from Bama? Which, by the way, Russ, he had a broken rib. He broke his rib.
It's open 15 days from yesterday
2
to
weeks.
January 16th. So, yeah.
Yeah, but how long can we wait? Like, what if Heupel knows that he's got a guy, he can get a guy here?
Don't you think he knows a lot and he's got a plan that does account for, hey, what if Joey gets good news Monday? What if he gets good news Tuesday? Don't you think Heupel's got a plan A, B, C, and D?
Probably. I would hope so.
I don't think
as it relates to
Aguilar is plan A, and then if he gets bad news or no news this week, he's like, I guess I got to call one of these guys who's gone in the portal.
But I mean, as quick as this portal stuff happens, you get too far down the road with a kid that's in the portal, there's just not going to be room at the end. There's several guys that are in the portal already, or there's rumblings or rumors about other guys. But if you get a shot at a guy you think could do it, you got to take it.
Would it be bad form? Would there be any negative repercussions if we were to go out there and say we're going all in, and it doesn't look like we're going to go for Sorsby or Levitt or any of the quote unquote high dollar guys, but say you wanted the kid at James Madison, and I know they don't for whatever reason, that pisses people off, but say you wanted that kid or the kid at Old Dominion and you decided to go all in,
that kid,
and you got him and he commits like on Monday or Tuesday. And you sign him and you say, all right, we're going to give you $2 million to come in here play quarterback next year. And then like a day or two later, Joey gets good news. And say you feel better about Joey being the quarterback next year. Is there any downside to saying, all right, great, Joey's our guy. Hey, ODU guy, JMU guy, I know we told you we've got a deal. Sorry. New shit has come to light, to quote the Big Lebowski. And like those kids will be fine, right? I mean, they'll be disappointed, but they're still like, they're going to have other options. It's not like they're going to be.
They're going to have to. What are you going to do about that contract you signed? You're going to pay him $2 million. I think they can't just wad that up.
I mean, if you've signed something, obviously that's different. But if you have some sort of verbal handshake agreement or something like that,
I don't. Then you're in a mess because you're going to break a commitment to somebody. And that can hurt you in the long run.
Kids do it to us all the time.
That's what the game is now. I mean, if I would hope Heupel doesn't, unless it is one of the guys that wants to come here that's really good. Like if Ty Simpson is dying to come to Tennessee and he needs to make that decision tomorrow, that's a different story. But
I mean, is that real?
I don't see a situation where Ty Simpson is playing quarterback at the University of Tennessee. I give that a 0% chance. I think if anything, Ty Simpson actually goes pro after this season. Which I mean for him is now. So I expect him. I don't expect him to jump in the portal. Could be wrong on that, but all indications are he's better off. He has the pro concepts they want. I don't think another year of college would.
Davey, what are your thoughts on the Aguilar thing?
I would take Aguilar back if he's able to come. I'm with you. I mean, talk about the guys that you go out and you got to have a contingency plan. Just let them know. It's like, listen, like if Aguilar is able to get that extra year. We're going to run it back with him. I am curious to see how much that benign tumor he had was actually impacting his ability on the field. I'm curious there. Obviously, actually having an off season would be big for him.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people talk about
any long-term potential to still have problems with it.
Potentially. I mean, that's questions that they have to. Yeah.
I don't know. They said he had numbness. I mean, it was involving his nerves. I don't know. It's not like I'm out on Aguilar, but I don't know.
I think another year in the system. Again, like, I don't know if you're going to get anybody that processes it quicker than he did, which I'm not saying like he was the best of the best, but I think that's a big problem they've had. The Sorsby kid, I just don't view him as a winner. He's been a starter for 2 years now. How many wins do you guys think he has in the month of November? 8 games.
Is it
4-4?
One or two?
0-8. Kid has not won a game in November. You want to tell me that's that time of year he's a true do-it-all quarterback that's going to help you go out there and get wins?
Yeah, that's a good point, Dave. Well, I found out that, Russ raised I didn't realize that Levitt had that crazy foot thing. Any part of him.
Let's get Roberto in here next. Roberto, you're on Voluntary Reaction. Go ahead.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Going well, thanks.
I'll be brief, which is news to me. First of all, as far as the quarterback thing, I mean, if Ty Simpson's there, you take him. But, like, his dad hates Josh Heupel. He is not coming here. His dad loathes Josh Heupel for what he did to him.
What did he do
that's
to
okay.
him?
We beat the living shit out of him and ran it up, and we scored a touchdown like with 22 seconds to go to hang like 70 burger on him. You not remember that when he was at Martin?
Yeah, your boy Princeton Fant threw the touchdown.
Yeah, I just wanted to hear y'all say, hey, I wanted to hear it described again. We did beat the snot out of him. They insulted Big Hype Daddy.
They did, and it shows Simpson is not an ideal state employee over there at lowly Martin. Guys, as far as quarterback, I mean, I love Joey, but if you could take anybody, Davey. By the way, I didn't know Cincinnati was only like 7-5 this year. That surprised me when I saw that last night.
I do have breaking news real quick on Sorsby. He's officially taking his second visit to Baton Rouge.
Yeah, he's you got Kiffin written all over him.
Yep.
Can't win in November.
Yep. I don't hate the kid from ECU. High percentage on deep balls. Can move a little bit. Winner.
Yeah, we didn't get the last kid I wanted out of ECU, and it worked out pretty well for him.
Did you guys see the top 100 cornerback from Ohio State who we've been linked to?
No.
Aaron Scott Jr. He was a consensus 4-star. Yeah. And, we just got like the cornerbacks coach is coming from there. So maybe he brings him along with him.
He's a nice player. Hopefully he's not as good as Turrentine. You know what I mean? So I just want to talk about the basketball team for a second. Look, Barnes hitched his wagons, and Russ, that's what you're indicating. I mean, people who say we didn't pay him over $4 million. Yes, we did. Immense like at $4.4 million, and it's okay. And Daddy Haslam wrote the check, and it's fine. And Barnes hitched his wagon to him because he thought he was Kevin Durant with religion, and that's okay. He just hitched his wagon to the wrong kid, and frankly, we have a bunch of mid to good front court players, and we don't have a dominant one, and the dominant one can't stay healthy. I think Estrella could be legit and be a frontline SEC, basically a 4, I guess, but he can't stay healthy. And there, you said he's on a pitch count earlier. I totally agree. And we sucked on defense today. That was the other thing nobody's talking about. We were terrible on defense. You play a defense-first lineup with 4 guys who can't score and 1 guy who can, and you can't play defense, you're going to lose 10 out of 10. And that's really my thoughts on the day. I'm not as mad as everybody else seems to be because I know it's a long season. I think Arkansas is a little better than people think they are. The Thomas kid is a freak show. Their freshmen are both freak shows. But right now, and I'm going to leave you guys with this thought, Is Ament the third or even the fourth best freshman on our team currently? Because that's what I see.
Thanks, man. No, I had the same thought. Yeah, I mean, like if I'm ranking our freshmen, I don't know. Like recency bias plays into this, but Evans, I mean, this is his third or fourth really nice showing in a row. Like this is becoming the norm.
He's pretty consistent.
I mean, he's probably my favorite freshman. Brown is probably my second favorite. Then I would say Ament. Is that it?
I think
Troy.
Yeah.
I mean, Henderson's not playing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, it's like you could, if you want to really go glass half full, it's a really good freshman class. Like if Nate were coming back next year, that's the thing that paints this in such a negative light. Like if we thought that he was coming back next year, I feel like people would be a lot less critical, more forgiving, willing to take a long view. But because of the money he's making and the fact that he's only going to be here 1 year almost assuredly, like that, there's this sense of urgency. It's like, well, we're paying him all this money. We haven't gotten anything. We're running out of time. Like you got to stuff in some value here in the last 2 months of the season.
I mean, technically we're not. I mean, Big Jim Haslam paid him a lot of money.
I bought a lot of gas there through the years.
Okay. Point taken. Touche.
Talking about these freshmen, throughout the season, the only one that's giving you consistent production on the offensive side, even though it's been struggling as of late, is Nate. I mean, you look at these other guys, I know they haven't had the amount of, playing time, but in points per game, Brown's up there at 5.2. Like they're just not scorers. Like they can clean up on the boards at times, like he can. And I mean, Evans did a good job of getting to the hole today, like on fast break situations. But I just don't trust these guys. It's like, hey, I need a bucket, go get it. And I think that's like the team in general. Who's your go-to bucket getter?
Oh, I mean, it's Gillespie. And he's not. I know that's not nobody's super confident in that, but like, come on, that's the dude.
It's Gillespie.
But you don't feel confident in saying that. You're like, oh yeah, he's definitely going to go and make it. Like that's the thing. It's just like a couple of years ago, you knew with Connect.
It started getting to that point. Honestly, with Carey, at least he'd get us a bucket. But Barnes didn't play him in the second half. Did he get hurt?
Bear, no. I'm stunned that you've made it this far without the obligatory BJ update.
They got a big win today.
I'm not the one who usually brings him up.
Do you know who they beat today, Bear?
Yeah, he beat North Carolina.
That's funny.
BJ played better than anybody we got.
If we had BJ, we could move Gillespie off the ball and just use him as the shooter that this team is obviously missing.
I mean, I feel like you have to do that moving forward because you're not getting buckets from anywhere else outside. I mean, they can try it a little bit with Amari Abram, but
just run
that's
Bishop.
Not consistent.
People forget, like, Bishop was a 4-star top 100 recruit as a point guard coming out of Charlotte. I mean,
that's what I thought back when we started having this conversation. I felt like Gillespie would be better at the 2 with Boswell at the 1.
It doesn't feel like that is even an option under Barnes. Like Berg is getting, you have 5 minutes off the bench.
He's absolutely terrible at the sport of American rules basketball.
Why are you so quick to rip on him? You like pump the brakes and you handle everybody else on this roster with kid gloves. And Ethan Berg is just like open season. Dude moved halfway around the world to come here. He's in a foreign land. He's been here for like 4 or 5 months. And like, I doubt he's making very much. Can we?
He double dribbled, man. That one was just blatant.
That's what a double dribble is
today, at least for this voluntary reaction, is why he's getting roasted.
Okay, but of all the issues
7, 8,
today,
9-year-old level stuff.
Berg way down the list, like maybe not even top 10 of the reasons why we lost this game. We
don't get anything out of him.
Well, there's Here's the problem is we're not getting anything out of anyone except Jacoby and Carey, it feels like. Like the offense isn't making it
Amari.
work for anyone. Like no one looks like they're getting anything easy other than Jacoby when he gets his head down and drives to the basket. Nate doesn't get an easy shot all day because the only thing that the offense gives him is mid-range jump shots or semi-contested threes because someone's closing out on him and he thinks he can shoot it over him. It's just not efficient. The whole thing isn't efficient. It's not just one guy.
I think Bear's criticism of Ethan Berg is anti-Semitic, quite frankly.
Really?
Yep. Said it.
Maybe
I said it.
One of the dumbest things you've ever said. But
I mean, you're the one
of the biggest,
casting aspersions on our only Israeli player.
That is
also had very not nice things to say about Stephen Pearl through the years. Derek duly noted. Derek duly noted. What do you guys think about this Venezuela mess? About that?
What
Just go in there and grab that guy and take him to
the president.
Can you imagine?
Doesn't sound like a mess. It seems like we just went into the country and took their illegitimate ruler and brought him back here.
You laid down to go to sleep last night with the missus at Stately Smith Manor. You go to bed, everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You get woken up in the middle of the night by a Delta Force team, who I imagine those guys usually are armed to the teeth when they're out in public like that working.
I shouldn't have been an international arms and drug dealer. What can I say?
Yeah, I mean, he knew it was coming. Maduro knew it was coming. He had an interview late last week where he made some comments, and you're just like, oh, he knows what's about to go down.
Well, why didn't he bolt? Why didn't he go hide in the ground like Saddam?
That didn't work for him.
He gave him a chance. Like we were
The
looking
dude
for
from Blink-182 figured it out.
Bought him a couple of months.
I love that rumor, but Tom did not actually lead to the arrest of Saddam Hussein.
Have you seen the interview?
I've watched it. Yes, it's.
I'm sorry, man. I'm going with Tom DeLonge from Blink-182
No.
to help catch Saddam Hussein.
Was he in the military? Or was he a?
He was in.
No,
he was
it
on
was
a
like
USO
some idea.
tour.
Yeah, go ahead, Bear.
We've told the story before. I think it was on a VR. So anyhow, yeah, it's pretty wild. We bombed Caracas.
Did we get Acuna out of there? That's all I need to know. Is he going to be ready for spring training?
He's probably playing in the World Baseball Classic for him.
Is that down there?
No, but they're going to have.
I saw some video of him hitting tanks last week in some, awful looking place. I hope
I would guess the Dominican League. That's where most people
hitting
play
tanks
right
for a
around now.
minute. I thought you were telling me that he was actually hitting a tank with a bat.
Yes, that's what. There's a viral video of him hitting.
Ronald,
let's
Acuna
get Joshy Boy in here next. Joshy Boy, you're on Voluntary Reaction. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yo, what's up?
Not much. So, I'm going to advocate that Ament comes off the bench and Amari Evans takes his minutes because Amari Evans hustles.
I love that kid.
He can definitely score, and he's just
the thing that's so exciting about Amari Evans, Joshy Boy, is that he's got that Meshack quality. He's got that dog in him, but he can play. He can shoot it. He can handle the ball and shoot it. He is going to be a fantastic player here.
And he comes from Pittsburgh because we know people in Pittsburgh are tough.
He's rough.
Do you guys think there's any way you could make, even if it's just temporary, kind of shift the roles around and have Ament coming off the bench as a six man?
No, I don't think so.
We could sit for the first 5 minutes and
put him in a Jordan Gainey role.
Get the feel of the game. We've done that. Barnes has done that with a lot of success over the past few years.
I don't dismiss it out of hand. It's the money thing. It's like,
I just think it's a confidence thing. Like if you pushing his minutes back a little bit is fine. Like that's okay because we still don't know who our best five on the floor are. But if you bench him and you send a message to everyone that you don't believe in this guy right now, that's damning for this team.
Yeah, but it's not a benching. If you're the first guy off the bench, your six man's very important role on a team.
Right.
It doesn't have to be forever. Just See if that works. See if that'll shake things up and get him out of whatever funk he's been in. Kid's still a world-class athlete. Am I wrong?
Yeah, he is. Guys, what were we from the free throw line today?
Abysmal.
About 50%, a little higher than that.
Think the Deacon's going to have him practicing a lot more free throws this week.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something generally at that level that you're supposed to practice on your own. Like, I don't think you're going to use, team practice time to work on free throws, but it's definitely something that needs to be addressed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's at the end. It's like, all right, you can't go home till you make 100 free throws.
Yeah, and I remember Ravitch or Jimmy Dykes made a really good point in the broadcast saying, like, the best way to get better at free throws is to recruit good free throw shooters.
And speaking of Jimmy Dykes, why the hell is he talking about his fucking dogs on the air? Who gives a shit, Jimmy?
Damn.
You're supposed to talk
guy
about
the guy just likes his dogs.
Oh, man.
I know. I'm the first one. I love dogs, but just talk about that somewhere else.
Do you?
He is.
Yeah.
Jimmy Dykes is beyond obnoxious. When you're getting your ass beat like we are, and he's over there doing his Jimmy Dykes thing, you're just like, dude, STFU.
He had a great line.
Please.
It was either one of them had a great line today about free throws where he said, "This is the type of stuff that Rick Barnes is going to go out, sit in the park, and look at pigeons because of."
Russ, he comes up with a really weird word every game, like
the NASCAR cut. Here comes a NASCAR cut, Joshy boy.
Yeah, what
got to stop the NASCAR cut. He likes to turn left. It's a NASCAR cut. I came up with it. I'm Jimmy Dykes. Look at me. I'm clever.
Yep. So Russ asked you this on the halftime chat. Bear, Davey, Walker, I want your guys' opinion. Do you think this is probably Barnes' softest team he's had since he's been here?
No.
You don't beat Houston.
Post-COVID, yes. Post-COVID, yes.
At a higher rate this year. His past teams would clamp teams down.
Well, his last teams had two generational talents on the defensive side, and I'll say Meshack may be the best on-ball defender that ever played here.
Soft by Barnes standards, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, like Barnes says, if you're not going to play defense, then you're going to sit on the bench.
Yeah, then we get right back to, we always end up back at the same place, Russ. We're paying this kid $4 million.
Yep. Guys out the door, I will say one good thing about Barnes. He does shoot officials out on some, like, one of our head coaches. See ya.
Yeah,
People
it
like
really
that.
helped a lot today. Make you feel better even though we still lost?
I didn't even see Barnes getting on the rest today. Was he?
It was an immediate timeout.
Yeah.
Mike Keith said he was wearing somebody out.
It was shows.
Good.
It was after they called the offensive foul on Carey.
Yeah.
That was
the worst call of the day.
Oh my god.
Worst call of the day.
Oh my god.
Just an absolute stinker.
I mean, you can call a walk maybe if he and I don't even know if he shuffled his feet. I mean, it looked like he kept his pivot foot, but I mean, this is the SEC, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Get in the weight room. I don't know what to tell you.
And there's nothing I hate more than when the official on the baseline doesn't call something under the basket, but the guy standing 35 to 40 feet away, close to the timeline, whistles for something that is down low. That if the guy right in front of him can't see, you probably can't see that way out there. Like, let the baseline official make that call.
865-966-3435, your phone number if you want to get on the voluntary reaction here as the sun sets outside the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios on a Saturday night here in East Tennessee. And let's talk to Rex.
I'm sure this will be measured and calm.
Good evening, Rex.
Good evening.
What's up, man?
How does it happen that we go for like an hour say we didn't have any shooters? And I'm thinking these are D1 basketball players. They're paying those kids like $10 million to 20, whatever it is, millions of dollars go to like 7 kids, and the consensus is we can't shoot, we can't score. How does that happen?
They can score in the paint, but you're not expecting them to be able to get you anything from deep.
Well, we shot 50% from outside. No, that was at halftime. We shot 38%. Sorry, I misread it. Don't worry about it.
I can even understand the free throws being on the road, but like, what was the free throw shooting? Like 50? Shouldn't like D1 basketball professional players hit 80%, maybe 70% on the road?
70% has always been what I've heard is like your college basketball player as a team, you ought to be able to shoot 70%. Yeah, every now and then you're going to have some big lunkhead like Carey who can't hit the broadside of the barn, but you should be able to equal that out with guards like Boswell and Gillespie. And we thought Ament was a shooter. Like those guys should be able to shoot like 80%, and it evens out to about 70. But 52%. And the sad thing is, like, I don't know, even if we had shot 70%, what is that, like 5 more points? That ain't enough.
It blows my mind that these people are paid millions of dollars, that they're supposed to be these geniuses and stuff. And I bet Rick Barnes still coaches, but he's not involved in roster management as much, given where he is in his career and age. But it's like opening up an In-N-Out and says, "Oh, we didn't hire anyone to know how to make a hamburger."
I could go for a hamburger right about now.
We've only played two true road games so far. This one in Syracuse. Am I correct in that assessment?
I believe so. Yes.
I mean, you shot 52% from the free throw line at Syracuse. You lost that game by 2. You hit three more free throws. You win it. I mean, that's going to be a rough loss at the end of the day. But that's the other problem is just this team's not been able to go on the road. You're 0 for 2. So your next, again, that's a small sample size, but your next road win will be your first. It's one of those things you have to protect the home field advantage this year, which 3 of your next 4 games are at home. So yeah, you got to
beat Texas and Kentucky. Those are the next 2, right?
Texas, then you're on the road at Florida, then Texas A&M, and then Kentucky.
Well, you got to beat. Yeah, you got to win all 3 of those home games, man. Like if we want this season to, I don't expect to win on the road much this year, but I mean, we need the Tommy Bowl to be rocking Tuesday night. Get the Longhorns.
None of those teams are ranked either. So
you just think about the past 6 months or so where our athletic department has gone under Danny No-Nugs. It's just become like it's possible to get in and out of the games. They're a screw job. Basketball's a screw job. We're just not good. We waste money. And I don't even think Joey Aguilar should come back. I think we need somebody new. He was just okay. It's like our entire athletics department is terrible, and we need to depose it anyway.
If leading the league,
wide, huh?
Leading the SEC in passing is okay. I can live with that.
But we win.
It wasn't because of the offense. We had a dog shit defense.
I don't know. I just like to win. So anyway, go Vols. I'll still watch I want to win. I'll still watch the games even if we lose. So I guess I'm the sucker. Go Vols.
No, you're just a fan, Rex. You're just a fan. You're a real fan.
Rex, I was at Costco yesterday. Were you there?
Why did everybody go to Costco, Davey, yesterday?
It was so crowded. I think because they were closed on the 1st, so everyone's like, "Oh, I'll just go the next day," and that was a mistake. Took forever.
There's some weird. Were you guys aware that some crazy stuff sometimes goes down at the Costco?
What do you mean by crazy stuff?
Like people showing up super early to get in line to buy, like they have, what was it last week? Pokemon cards.
I didn't even know they sold those there.
Or some kind of collectibles thing. And people get crazy.
I mean, the Saturday rush at a Costco is a free-for-all, and especially in big cities.
But this is
essentially just a giant grocery store?
Yeah. That's basically what it is. It's also has a bunch of other technology stuff. It has clothes, like one of these giant surplus, huge warehouse grocery stores that sell everything in bulk.
Next time, up my grocery game. I've been a Kroger, Food City kind of guy my entire life, but I keep hearing about Aldi's, Sam's Club, Costco, all these newfangled like Marshalls. I don't even know what the hell that is. Maybe I just made that up.
Marshall's
close.
is a discount.
All right. You got all these like, I need to change up my game, man. I'm 45. You can teach an old dog new tricks. It's time. I feel like I'm probably leaving a lot of money on the table.
I've been toying with the idea of Aldi now that you bring it up.
You don't even need a membership for that. You just walk right in.
A cart, right?
Yeah, if you want a cart, you got to give a quarter, but I think it gives you your quarter back once you return the cart.
Who has quarters anymore?
It's a good point. Next time I'm in town, guys, I'll let you know, and I'll take you on a field trip to Costco so you can experience it.
I have a card.
Rick Barnes says about the free throws, quote, "It's mental toughness. They've got to fix it. I mean, if I shot them, we'd make them all. I can take care of that, but I don't get to be a shooter. If we had a designated shooter, I'd go do it."
You do have to respect the fact that he still thinks that he's the best shooter on the team.
He probably is.
It's not a high
mean,
bar.
I can make much more than
in a pressure situation. You could claim to.
I'm probably not like it would take some getting used to, but if I were like these guys, if I were like Jalen Carey, if I had played as much basketball as these guys had, yes, absolutely.
Was it Rick Barry that offered to show Shaq how to shoot granny style?
He wouldn't do it.
Maybe we call him in.
Tennessee is shooting 69.9% from the foul line as a team this year.
Yeah, it's not been atrocious in a lot of the home games, but the 2 road games really stand out at the moment.
Maybe, do we think we need to be playing more like true road games before conference play?
No,
like
I'm not too.
One more.
Nah, I'm not too concerned with that. I really am of the mindset, though, get as many neutral site games that you can simulate the NCAA tournament as much as possible. That is where I would go. Now, granted, from a fan standpoint, getting a big road win, that's more fun. But if you're trying to get your team ready for the grind that is March, schedule as many neutral site games as possible early on. Because a lot of people, they think it's just, showing up to the game and play. No, it's like, it's the entire travel dynamic behind it. Playing at an arena that's possibly like going to be split 50-50. It's those types of factors that really go into it. And I know with the Players Era Tour or the venue we had out in Las Vegas, did have to play 3 games back to back to back, which the SEC tournament's the only other time that would happen. But yeah, it's we showed that we got tired there. You know, you had that loss to Kansas. But I do think those are the types of games that will help you come tournament time.
Elijah says, "Isn't this a basketball halftime chat? Stop talking about football, please." That was 25 minutes ago. First of all, it's not a halftime chat, Elijah. Second of all, this is voluntary reaction, and we talk football. I don't know what you want from us, man.
Transfer portal's open. Stuff happens every day.
What do you guys think the ceiling is for this team? Like, if you had to put money on it right now, how far does this team get?
How far do they get, or what do I think the ceiling is?
You can give me both.
Different questions.
Yeah, I'll take both answers.
Ceiling, I feel like it's probably Sweet 16. I'm not sure if we make it to the Sweet 16.
No, I think the ceiling is probably like the Elite Eight again, but this feels like a team that doesn't get out of the first weekend to me, the way it is, the way we're playing right now.
Yeah. I think you need a very beneficial matchup as far as
this is a really weird roster. And we've probably been spoiled a little bit because we've had an actual program the past couple of years where it's like a lot of the same faces, and then you just add in a guy or two per year. And this year, it just feels like everybody's new. Even the guys who aren't. We've lost Phillips, who's the only one who really played the last 2 years. And so, like, Boswell feels new, right? Estrella feels new because we haven't seen him that much. So, you know, Akpara is probably the one veteran holdover. And because of his size. It's like it's just I don't know. It's a really weird team, and it feels like it's having trouble gelling. There are some nice pieces on this team. There are, but it just feels discombobulated at the moment, and I don't know how much it can combobulate between now and March.
I think this team is still going to look a lot different between now and mid-February, at least until we figure out who to play at what times, because we still don't know what our best backcourt is. Like right now, it probably could be Jacoby Gillespie and Amari Evans to make ourselves really big, or we could continue to see him keep experimenting with Evans at the 3, and then we still don't know who the 2 spot guy is.
We did have a lineup in there today for a minute where we played Nate at the 4. And I know it's counterintuitive because we've spent an hour and a half now talking about how he's soft and he can't handle contact. And that's playing the 3.
Right.
So, like, you're going to put him up against a bigger player. But when you have a game like today, I guess all options are on the table. Let's get DR Vol in here next. 865-966-3435. Your phone number. You want to call or text the show tonight, 966-3435. DR, you're on Voluntary Reaction. Go ahead.
Hey, guys. First off, Bear, did you hear me call you out at Russ's halftime show? Not really call you out, but just shout out to you.
Yeah, I heard you're a punk and a clown most of the time.
Hey, that is your dream team. Davey, had Nate Ament went to Duke, he'd be the second coming of LeBron James, wouldn't he?
Yeah, they'd be playing him outside, just having him have Cameron Boozer kick the ball out to him. He'd be knocking down threes left and right. It would be the perfect situation for Nate. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, Steady looks like a freaking stormtrooper out there. Barnes doesn't need to get above a 3-star. I think that's his sweet spot. Get the 3 stars, and I think he's golden.
Where is
frustrating?
Who was it? Geraldo or the other one
Stevie.
that said it was calling Gainey the stormtrooper?
That was Stevie.
That was Stevie.
Which don't laugh. It's not funny.
That's hilarious.
It's not. It applies more to Ament than it ever did Gainey.
Yeah, that's true.
We really miss Gainey.
He's got all that potential, so I've been told, but free throws, man, he's not even being guarded, and he can't make those. That's the yips that Davey was talking about for the bowl game. Yeah. I mean, this is I kept thinking of Philly's pile of slop. That's how it felt. And I want him to do good. But Jesus, man, it's cringe watching him play anything he does out there. He's like in that movie Life Can't Get Right. Do you remember that?
Life Can't Get Right?
That movie Life with Eddie Murphy. There's a guy in there called Can't Get Right.
Can't Get Right. Yeah, classic.
Great movie. You know what's funny about that? I used to watch that a lot when it come on TNT, and my grandma let me rent it. She's like, "Are you sure your parents let you watch this?" I said, "Yeah, they let me watch it all the time." I didn't realize they took the cuss words off TV, so I learned a lot as a 9-year-old little DR watching that, rented on the VHS. But anyway, that's meant to me as Can't Get Right.
Who was I saw something on TV, and I was going to suggest that one of you guys or somebody watch it, and then I realized, I was like, oh no, like you can't watch that because they're going to have all the good parts are going to be clipped out. Who does that? It's YouTube. What movie was on YouTube? We were talking about Team America.
Yeah.
World.
Yeah.
I was like, that's on YouTube movies now. Like you could watch it for free. And I was about to send it to the boys because I think it was like Rick Butler who hadn't seen that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, no, you don't want to send, like, that's not going to be that movie on YouTube because YouTube takes out all the good stuff.
Why is everyone so fucking stupid? Why can't people be more intelligent like me?
So they put free movies on YouTube now? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good ones.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, I have to check that out. Okay, guys, that's honestly all I got. Just calling in to complain like I'm, known for it. so frustrating, though. Man, you spend all this money. It goes back to like Nico last year. We kept waiting and waiting. There's potential. I mean, hell, I could have potentially been an astronaut, but I'm not. And I can't believe this guy's top 5 pick in the NBA draft.
He's falling down the boards.
Yeah. Well, Davey, I noticed you tweeted something like, is there a world where Nate Ament is on our roster next year?
I think things have to go terrible for that to happen.
And if the season went that bad, would he even stay here?
That's the thing. I should have caveated that tweet a little bit. I was really frustrated in the moment just watching him. I don't see a scenario where he doesn't get drafted. I do see a scenario where he falls out of the lottery. Because with the NBA, I mean, we talk about it all the time. You'll see a lot of people just go back to it's not so much a production-based draft. Because, like, if that's the case, like Dalton Knecht doesn't fall like he does. But it's just like, do we see the skill and the potential that we think our staff can coach these guys into the next superstar? Because that's like one of the biggest problems in my mind with the WNBA is like all these guys they draft, they don't really draft guys that have proven they can play. A lot of it's just guys that they think they can turn into players. And I think that's where a lot of GMs mess up.
Yeah, before I go, I'll get off here, but who would you take right now, Nate Ament or Haji Tomlin? I'll hang up and listen.
Well, Tombo would really jack our GPA up.
He would do that. That's probably his most,
I'm sorry. I've just sort of zoned out. I've been really diving into these Ohio State corners that are in the portal.
Okay.
Anyone catching your eye?
Yeah, both of them.
Both of them?
Aaron Scott Jr. was a top 100 recruit we talked about earlier. And then the other one is Bryce West. He is 5'11", 195-pound corner, was a top 75 recruit in the class of 2024, according to On3, and he'll have 3 years of eligibility left.
Are they already taking visits?
I mean, the portal's open. I would assume that.
I don't know if they were reported to take visits here.
I think the first one, Scott, I think he has been reported as being linked to us.
That's good.
But I mean, we just hired their cornerbacks coach.
Yeah.
So
love that.
I can put 2 and 2 together. You bring me those two and the King kid from Penn State,
the DN from Penn State that we're fighting.
And he's supposed to be here tomorrow, I think. The Chaz Coleman is the defensive end, and then there's a defensive tackle that just went in that's looking at us and Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm. I forget his name. What's that guy's name?
Xavier something?
Xavier Gilliam?
Yes.
That's it? Yeah.
There's both Coleman and Gilliam are going to be here tomorrow and the day after.
And we're also hosting that kid from Colorado, which,
Yeah, Byard.
We've already hit on one corner from Colorado.
Well, there you go. Bring me Byard and King and the 2 Ohio State kids. That's my new starting secondary. Quay Moss from Kansas State, who I believe is here today as my nickelback. Yeah. That's my secondary, man.
Sitting a defensive question, but is our starting left tackle currently on the roster?
Yeah, his name's David Sanders.
Yeah, Sanders.
Okay, sorry. Right, well, you'll move him from right to left, or what do we have on the right side with Hurd going in the portal?
Perry.
I think we're missing one lineman. Where that goes.
Sanders at left tackle.
Perry at right.
Perry at right tackle.
Pendleton
at center. Sham at left guard, and Moy at right guard.
You're not looking to upgrade over Sham?
I mean,
any of these guys not named Sanders?
I mean, all of those guys are experienced. Like, that kind of gets me pumped up, is like guys who are all going to be at least their second year in the system.
Okay.
I think our biggest loss has been at Warren.
Who's going to lay down after the field goals?
That's a good point, Dave.
What are we going to do?
There's a defensive or an offensive tackle from Delaware that is supposedly visiting here next week.
Wouldn't mind it.
I mean, you're going to need a backup. You're going to need a couple of swing guys.
You got to go 8 or 9 deep on the
offensive line. We were
line.
pretty fortunate, knock on wood. Like, our O-line was very healthy this year.
Yeah. No, I mean, our O-line was not the problem this year, other than, like, Umarov made some mistakes in some big moments. But besides that, like, that's one of the last things we need to upgrade is O-line. Everything else, almost every other position besides maybe wide receiver, we need before offensive line.
Defense.
And a running back.
The Ibaragba kid is supposedly visiting next week, but he's also visiting Texas Tech as a mammoth 300-pound defensive tackle from Wake Forest.
Just a big dude.
Oh, that guy. Is there any big names from any other SEC schools that been any shockers since yesterday?
I don't know. I saw where Florida State is trying to get in on Lagway.
Lagway, yeah, I saw that as well.
It'd be funny.
Pretty good.
They shot great today.
To go
Took
look
that L
at.
from Duke, though.
You know Raleek Brown?
I do not.
From Arizona State?
Yeah, went to high school with him. What's he into?
All right.
Raleek
Brown. He was all Big 12 first teamer for Arizona State. Ran for 1,400 yards.
Oh.
Very fast. He's like what you wished Peyton Lewis was.
I mean, I like all the running backs that we obviously Hollywood Smothers from NC State is the guy everybody wants, and that's going to be a bidding war. But the dude from Jacksonville State, Cam Cook, like he's a really nice looking player too. And don't be a casual and hate on players from mid-major conferences either, because if you've followed college football at all the past couple of seasons, like those dudes, when they transfer up, usually pretty good.
I wouldn't do it because Indiana's got a ton of those kind of players, and they're the odds-on favorite to win it all.
We just had an All-American receiver we got from Tulane.
Leading SEC quarterback from App State.
Yeah, we got first rounders going in from Washington State and Colorado, which I know are Washington State's
Where
group
did
of
we
five
get
now.
Dermod from?
Oregon.
Washington State. Or Oregon State.
Oregon State, yeah.
He's a beaver.
Adam Trick, I believe, from Miami of Ohio.
I've heard his name
visiting on Tuesday. Another mid-major type dude.
Yeah, this definitely feels like we're bringing in more guys to visit than we did last year. Maybe it's just the whole new schedule of it all, and there's no spring portal anymore. But this time last year, I don't remember seeing this many guys.
We only
coming to
signed
campus.
7 guys out of the portal last year.
Yeah,
you didn't have many go in it though.
That's true.
What do you think about the defensive coaching staff, Dave?
on paper, I think it looks great. I always struggle a little bit ever since my first experience on campus as a freshman at Tennessee was, hey, we're going to bring in this guy named Sinceri. And I saw how that played itself out. So it's one of those things to where I like what I'm seeing.
I feel you.
But
the one difference I'll say is Sinceri had never been a defensive coordinator before, right?
Yeah.
He had just been Saban's linebackers coach. This guy, Knowles, has been a coordinator for a long time at multiple different stops.
He has.
These are.
I was then going to throw in the Shoop experience.
Granted.
But yeah, it's one of those, like, I finally want to hit on.
Yeah.
The defense is the thing that needs to improve. So you go out and you get the defensive coordinator. Can they fix it? It's just, I'm hopeful, but I'm not going to take a strong stance one way or another. I just don't really. I know that's not a great radio answer, but
I guess the key difference between Knowles and Shoop is Knowles got to bring a bunch of guys with him. He got to choose his own staff, where like we shoehorned Shoop into our already existing staff. And I don't think those guys got his scheme. I don't think there was a lot of cohesion and chemistry on staff as far as like how those guys, like, I don't think they got the scheme. And, this Poindexter guy seems like the best of the bunch. Old Hickory sounds like a guy, like, again, knows what he's looking for. And then the dude from Ohio State obviously knows Knowles' system. So
I think he played for Knowles at Oklahoma State.
Yeah, so there's going to be familiarity there. You would think that all
Hunter.
these guys are going to be on the same page.
And in fairness, I mean, it's a new age of college sports to where these guys actually are able to go out and get players that they want to come in here, whereas the guys that we just previously mentioned were kind of stuck with what was already on the roster, or you had to recruit those guys out of high school. So it is different in that regard, and that can be a huge have a huge impact. I mean, I'm excited, even though they took a step back this year, though, just from a recruiting standpoint, you're able to keep Rodney Garner on staff. I think that'll pay dividends as it has. So, yeah, I'm excited for the 2026 season to already get here.
The portal, this iteration of the portal, I found myself like checking my phone every hour, once an hour or so, like for updates. I mean, it's
exciting.
Yeah, it's not quite as cool as the old school National Signing Day, the first Wednesday in February, but it has replaced that. Like, it's so much more exciting than the signing day we had last month, where everything was a foregone conclusion. This is like
no one knows
free agency.
There's
free
stuff
agency
coming from
window
left
in
and
the
right.
NFL.
Exactly. Yeah. So
it's like, so and so's visiting this team. His agent's trying to see how much he can get out of X school versus Y school.
Mm-hmm.
And we needed to get the taste out of our mouth after the Music City Bowl. And like this gives some people some hope. Heupel's going out of his comfort zone. He's firing people. He's making changes. He's trying to modernize. He's showing a sense of urgency.
He's definitely gone all in on Knowles. I mean, letting him completely replace everybody but a couple of guys on out of the defensive staff.
You like how that guy, I read his tweet about him not wanting us to talk football, and then we just talked football for like 15 minutes. Sorry, dude.
Oh, this basketball game didn't lift our spirits very
much.
We
might be talking a lot of football on Voluntary Reaction this winter.
I don't think that's going to be the case.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what we thought after we lost to Kansas, even right after we beat Houston. It's like, oh, the sky is falling.
I mean, it's just our schedule starts off so rough. I feel like we're going to be playing catch up for most of the year.
Huge week here at Fan Run. We should be getting back to the normal schedule. I believe everybody will be on the air on Monday. New transmitter is on the way. 1340 should be back up soon. We will be doing the stream thing, Talk Sports, Basilio, Playbook, The Drive, all back on Monday and leading into a huge, huge game. Huge. Tuesday night at the arena against Texas.
You know Bob's going to be going to that one.
Must win. Got to have it.
Bob. How many games do you think Bob watched today, Russ?
All of them. I bet he's still watching games if they're on.
I put out the smoke signal. I mean, he's all about being on. He tells me, hey, if you guys need any help, Voluntary Reaction. I'm like, well, we've got the foursome this weekend, but would love to have you call in.
Give your thoughts.
I put out the smoke signal. Where do you think he's at?
Scott, I would think just home watching ball.
Oh, you guys don't know Bob like a dinner.
Oh,
guy loves dinner.
He does love dinner
and never eats at home. Like, I'm at dinner.
Love that.
If you want to talk to this guy, like, he's just unavailable between 6 and 9 p.m. He's at dinner.
It's Bob.
It's Bob. It's your networking events. Dinner.
Have you been invited to dinner yet?
No. I don't think I've ever had lunch with Bob.
We ate with Bob.
Yeah, I've had a few lunches with him.
We ate Butler's wedding. We ate with Bob.
That wasn't lunch. That was good.
We ate.
I ate 2 salads.
Russ did. I did as
well.
There
was they had really good Caesar salads, and there was nobody next to me, and there's salad just sitting there, so I ate it. Ate them both.
My older brother probably loved that.
It's good food.
Davey, give me a closing thought or two.
This isn't Tennessee related, but if Tampa Bay holds on, the winner of the NFC South will have a losing record, which is amazing that a team with a losing record can still make the playoffs.
Awesome.
But as it relates to Tennessee, man, like I still have a lot of concerns about this team. I'm hoping the problems that we saw today, and you saw against Syracuse, where it's just like this team just struggles to get a win on the road and play well. It's something you got to get fixed. But if it's only a road problem, I guess that at least gives me some solace that they can do enough at home to make up for it. But man, it's really been frustrating so far. I want to see Nate turn it on. You talk about all the hype that kid had coming in this year. I want it to work out for him. And also, listen, I don't know how many more years Rick Barnes has left, but if he continues to look very, very meh, it doesn't do Tennessee any consolation whenever you're talking about being able to recruit these types of players moving forward, unless the bag is just so much more than what they're getting elsewhere. But yeah, it's been a struggle. I'm gonna try to keep the faith. It's going to be hard.
You're in a better place than when you started. When you started, you were like the Seinfeld GIF. You're out.
Davey, can we put the Cancun shirt back in the closet?
I might be able to wait a couple more
Take
months.
your shirt off, Dave. Walker wants to see you with no shirt.
Yeah. I've already seen him with no shirt today.
Yeah, actually, I checked in with no shirt. I can take it off.
Wipe the zinc oxide off your nose. You're not going on vacation yet.
How's his chest?
Oh, solid.
Yeah,
solid chest.
Nothing super defined, but we're working on it.
It's not.
How was his chest, Walker?
It was a perfectly fine chest.
Is it curved in like it used to be, Dave?
He's taking his shirt off.
Wow.
I can't see. You have to tell me. Is it good?
He's got a little chest hair on him.
Really?
Looks like he's had a few sprout up.
A little bit.
Are you on a green screen?
Yeah. Can you? You not tell that this is a green screen?
Well, I'm sitting well away from it.
It's hot in here. I don't have the fan running. Sweating through that shirt anyway.
Show shirtless.
Davey, all I ask is that you keep the vacation shirt in the closet for at least a couple more games. Just gave a thumbs up.
Let's do a shirtless show.
Shirtless show?
No.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
All right.
You embarrassed, Bear?
No.
We'll get Bob to fill in.
Ass.
He'll do a shirtless show.
I don't know. You get past a certain age, you just.
Do you wear a shirt at the beach?
No.
I actually wear a shirt at the beach.
I'll wear you finally got me on it on
I wear long sleeves at the beach.
Sun shirts.
Sun shirt.
They're good stuff,
man.
But once you wear a sun shirt around and on there, but once you're on the beach, you got to go tarps off. Come on, it's the beach.
What do you mean tarps off?
I wear it in the water.
It's just another way to say no shirt.
Oh, no. What are you, 22, 23? You gotta look
yes, he is.
some melanoma.
Actually, I'm not. I'm 24.
You're 24 now?
Walker, give me a closing thought.
Oh, this team still has a lot of room to get better. I still think that it's not just Nate is not the problem. I think everyone is struggling right now to fit together and play good, really good, efficient offensive basketball. And the defense is still coming and going. That's all team stuff. It's all some coaching stuff. It's not just Nate Ament. He's going to be better by the time we get to the end of the year. Is he going to be as good as we want to? Maybe not. Maybe not as good as we thought he was going to be coming in. But there is still a lot of room for this team to get better. You see it in spurts. You see the potential of this team against when we play Houston, when we played Louisville at home. It's only their second road game of the year. There is a lot of room between where we are now and the ceiling of this team. We just got to get there.
Bear?
Springboarding off what Walker said, the only problem with that is you get no breaks on this schedule. I know we said it started off rough, but we're in the SEC. Everybody's coming to play every night. There's not many teams that aren't. So we need to get it fixed, and I think we can. We just time is pressing. So
yeah, two quick thoughts here. First, the micro analysis, and then give a quick macro thought here. As it pertains to this season, you just got to take it one game at a time, man. I know that's cliche, but you got to find a way to beat Texas. You're probably not going to win a week from today at Florida. Beat Texas A&M. Just hold serve at home. Schedule will lighten up. Keep working on things. Don't give up on this Ament kid. He has a lot of potential. He can get better. Other guys on this team can get better. We'll see what happens, what the future holds. The macro thought here is if this season goes belly up and it doesn't go the way we thought it was going to go, the way we want it to go, then the lesson to me is I don't want this season to turn into Barnes is old, he's got to go. First of all, I disagree. Second of all, as Davey said, like I want to see him get his Final Four. And if this Ament thing doesn't go well, I think the lesson to be learned is bring as many of these guys that you can back, minus Ament and Gillespie and maybe a few Akpara, who's going to, and use those open spots to find high impact, experienced transfers. Guys that can come in and make be immediate starters, make an immediate impact, and guys that can freaking shoot. All right, that's it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. We will be back again Monday, full slate of Fan Run programming. Tuesday, John Reed, he's going to do the midweek games on Voluntary Reaction here after the Texas game, so be sure to look forward to that. For Davey and Walker and Bear, I am merely Russell Smith. Have a great evening. We'll talk to you Monday here on Fan Run Radio.